Coming up next, the Lakers taking on the Celtics. For the Lakers, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Celtics, Lakers. Tip-off coming up next. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
And Kevin, last season there were a couple of glaring deficiencies for the Celtics. I thought they had a problem with shot selection. Too often I thought they settled for pull-up jumpers. They did not exploit their length to get into the paint, nor did they exploit their ability to get to the free throw line. And ultimately that really cost them.
Now here's Tatum, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Well, how about Jason Tatum's rookie season? In the heat and the crucible of the playoffs, this guy rose to the level of the pressure. Incredible.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And with the Celtics last season, Doris, one of the league's lowest rate of free throws attempted and bottom 7 in offensive rebounding.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They had a couple of players coming off of surgeries, knee troubles. Sometimes that can make you hesitant to mix it up on the interior. But, boy, if you want to win, you've got to get to the free throw line and you've got to get to the offensive glass.
Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
They get it back. Celtics on offense. That shot off the mark. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. The drive by Green, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
Walker dishes to Hayward. Pass to Cantor. Here's Walker. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And Boston has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Walker against Rondo. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Cantor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
One of the best attributes of Enes Kanter is his physicality. This guy does a tremendous job getting himself to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, to me, guys, you've got to know who you are. And Enes Kanter has a great sense of what he does well. Excellent low post game, superb rebounder, understands how to use his body. I love this guy.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Robert Williams is checked in for Hayward. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And Kanter drops them both. And the Lakers with possession here. And here's Rondo. Two on the clock. No good on that one. Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Williams is out there with Ojale, and it's Williams at the 5 down low. Here's Walker. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Walker hands the 12-footer.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Lakers. Outside, Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Ojale. Walker finds Williams. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Walker with a clean look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here is Cook, guarded by Walker. Here's Davis. Excellent D there from Williams.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Walker with it. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. It's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
I was surprised on how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's LeBron in at the three. And it's the Celtics ball. The guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Brown kicks to Cantor. Outside, Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
The Lakers in the lead.
Got to recognize the situation. Trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Tatum, and here's Brown outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The drive by Rondo, and he uses the glass on the layup. Rondo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. Walker surveying the floor. From deep. That shot off, and we've reached the end of the third. Lakers lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 5. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Langford out there with Smart. And it's Tice in at the center position. That's the Boston 5.
Make no mistake, this is a fundamentally sound player. Jason Tatum skilled at drawing contact.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Now here's Bradley. Here's Kuzma. And yes, it's good.
Well, Kev, that's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide open teammates on a consistent basis.
Now here's Smart. Passes it to Tice. Here's Langford. The three-pointer, no good.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Kuzma, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Now the pass to Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And so Tatum nails them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
To the paint, and Cousins throws it down.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 7. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Shooting 2.
first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Why, Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
And the Lakers call time here. They're ahead by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Here's LeBron. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
Drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
He's able to make it a 2-possession game with some solid work at the line right there.
Rondo against Walker, looking to get it going. Doesn't go that time. Davis with some nice deep, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Walker the pass to Tatum. Here's Smart. Can't connect from long distance. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, you know, before we started the game, you know, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. You know, we were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, you know, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.